What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of the Critical Hitz Podcast, episode 21. My name is Pokey Scout.
I am Genelite Gaming.
And this
is Critical
Hitz. We hope you guys are having a very lovely day today because today we do have a guest on the podcast, Hiker Aaron. Guys, 14,000 followers on Instagram, 17,000 followers on YouTube, with quite possibly one of my favorite short form content creation ideas ever, with that being the Redneck Pokemon Word of the day. And guys, shout out to this man for Ho-Oh. Oh my God. Probably one of the funniest videos I have ever seen in a short form and in some original content. And Aaron, please tell the people, how did you get involved in Pokemon? What's your background, dude? Talk to us. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man. Front yard football in first grade. Next door neighbor, who was a few years older than me, came over and he's like, dude, check out these cards. It's a new thing called Pokemon. And I saw this Geodude card and I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I love it. And it just became a staple.
Geodude.
Yeah, it was the most common Geodude card ever. I mean, it was the OG, set. And I was like, I love this. This is a rock with a personality. This is my new best friend. Played. My neighbors had the games. I got to play on their Game Boys. And then one day at school in third grade, Ruby and Sapphire had just come out. I had heard about it on the playground. And this kid, who I don't even remember who it was at this point, was like, hey man, if you give me $40, I can get Ruby for you. And I was like, so I snuck in my parents' room and stole my birthday money that they were going to put in my savings account. And I gave it to this kid the next day.
This is what we
and
do.
I was just like, what could go wrong? And sure enough, he comes back with a brand new Ruby version the next day after giving him $40 because he said his dad worked at GameStop and he could get it for me. And he got it for me. And so I come home with a brand new Ruby version, and Mom's like, where did you get that? And I was like, oh, my friend gave it to me. And she was like, okay. And she didn't ask any more questions, and I was locked in. I got a Game Boy Advance that Christmas before. Game of my life. That's why I'm here today, is because of that interaction.
That's amazing. Did you say front yard football, by the way?
Front yard football, yeah.
Is that?
We play football in my front yard.
Front yard football, not backyard football.
No,
not backyard.
He wasn't talking about the old computer games, dude. Talking backyard.
No,
I was talking about real life.
Yeah.
Our front yard was bigger and flatter, and our backyard was like this. So everything was in the front yard. We lived in a cul-de-sac. All the houses around had kids my age. We played football.
That's what we did. Kick the can.
Oh,
kick the can, and the cul-de-sac went so hard. Yeah.
Dude, we used to play street hockey. We'd play old roller hockey out in the cul-de-sac. And our cul-de-sac was sloped, bro. So it was like if that puck went downhill, every kid was just rollerblades inline going down, just see who could beat the puck down the hill.
Doing the Naruto pose to get like max speed.
Naruto
no drag,
before
baby.
Naruto was around, people didn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get it, but they knew. They knew
before it was all mainstream. Dude, I love that. That's got to be one of the best stories I think I could have possibly heard today. The Ruby, you handed him $40. Was this what kid in high school?
Did he upcharge you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, did he? He definitely took.
Maybe.
He took a tenner and pocketed that for some beer
how
money.
much were the games? How much were the games back then? I actually don't remember.
I don't know. I only bought that one.
We were all kids.
I remember going to
were.
Walmart and playing it on the. Oh my God! On the console, right? You guys remember having it on the monitor?
Oh yeah.
So I don't quote me on this. I just remember it being $29.99. That is what I remember because then I remember.
I think he upcharged. Hey, you know what? $10 finder's fee.
Hey, that's
fine. So what you're telling me is I encountered my first scalper. My first interaction of Pokemon was my first scalper. That's what you're telling me.
2003, bro. They've been around for 20
Between
years.
GameStop, your scalper. I mean, you got introduced to the hobby very early.
I did.
That is brilliant. Well, you know what? This is actually incredible because, Aaron, we do have a question for you. Now that you mentioned this young man that did scalp you from GameStop.
Yeah, undoubtedly. We don't know his name.
Yeah, and you don't have to tell us, right? He's probably an upstanding citizen now. He probably hasn't scalped anybody in 15 years. But GameStop, out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on what is happening with GameStop? And this is a very broad question because there are some things that are going on right now between GameStop's relation with PSA and their, we'll say, the Phantasmal Flames, UPCs that are out right now. And
that's the hot topic.
200.
Yes.
200
Are you seeing those around right now? Are you seeing the little tidbits?
Yeah, I went to GameStop 2 days ago to buy Magic the Gathering for the new Avatar set, and they had that MSRP. So, I actually have it. I got this MSRP, and I got one more. I got this MSRP, the collector boost. Okay, so I got going a little hard. Okay, so I got it. I got an MSRP, but for the Pokemon, they're not doing that, and that is upsetting to say the least.
That's fair.
But I mean, they're a major corporation. They're in it to make money. They're not there to be a charity. And we can't expect them to be. We can put social pressure on them to do so, and their PR team can handle it. That's all I know. That's all I know to say. But they've been in a weird mix of chaos ever since 2020, really ever since 2016. And they are just trying all the things that they can do to try to make it on top. They are an ever-changing entity, unlike a lot of other game stores. They used to have retro stuff. They don't do retro stuff anymore. Now they're doing more cards and collectibles. And now there's apparently a trade-in thing that I saw on TikTok yesterday. You can bring everything, like almost anything, to GameStop for trade. Apparently, I don't know if this is a rumor or what. But it was on TikTok blowing up, talking about even taxidermied animals to GameStop to trade for credit. Now, if they're going to be a fun, popular pawn shop,
they're a pawn shop.
That's a decision. But we will go elsewhere for our Pokemon buying needs. That's all I'll say.
Yep, and that's fair. And you do bring up that point about the trade-in. Now, shout out, and I've got to make sure that I get your name right. There was a TikTok, and I think it's Eric, the GameStop manager, or somebody that made a TikTok video about the regional meeting or regional managers meeting with GameStop, and it was, hey, so about this very broad letter that you posted out to all the stores about this turn-in, we're getting calls and messages about people wanting to turn in obscene stuff, right? Like bodily fluids. And they're like, we don't want to take that.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, that was also
I
me.
did that. Yeah. That was on me.
But so it's like, oh my God. Okay. And GameStop basically just called down and said, look, we're going to take everything. And if you as the employees don't feel safe about taking this in, that's your own problem. Right. It was basically the regional manager's response to all these store managers.
Hashtag Game Fluids 2025. Let's do it.
Okay, let's actually pretend this guy doesn't have any empathy. You could also make a logical decision from a safety standpoint that this isn't safe. I don't know how if you don't have a heart, then that's cool. That's normal in corporate. Yeah. But if you don't have logic for safety, that's an entirely different level of stupidity.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't understand. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen from the employee to the company. Yep. I don't see how that's what did they sign? What did the employees sign to bypass? I'm allowed to touch bodily fluids and biohazards. That's just fun. They're not EMTs. They're not saving lives. They don't need to be touching people's body fluids.
I mean, most of these corporations probably just think if no one can afford to lawyer up, right? At the end of the day, it's just not worth people's time.
Well, I don't know a single lawyer that wouldn't take that case against GameStop. I mean, I know lawyers that would line up.
You would think.
Just for the PR alone, not even for the money they win, just for the PR. I took on GameStop. Okay, yeah.
It's funny it's funny we're talking about GameStop that way, like a major corporation, when to your point, Aaron, 4 or 5 years ago, they were filing for bankruptcy and they were a failing gaming store, right? And now they're, I'll say they...
And we shot it to the moon.
Yep.
You guys remember shooting it to the moon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember. Wall Street bets, baby. Wall Street bets. I will...
Riding it from $1.31 to $82. 2 shares.
See, but Aaron hit the nail on the head. And this is what we've said on this channel a lot. Just don't buy. At the end of the day, we could socially pressure them and talk with your wallet. That's it. If you don't like what GameStop's doing, I don't like what GameStop's doing. I would much rather go to my local game store. I'll even pay an extra $10 for other stuff like Avatar, right?
Oh, yeah.
just to take my money away from GameStop until they start acting accordingly, right? And that's a personal decision. Not everybody's got to do that, right? But I will say I see a lot of UPC sitting on shelves at $200 right now. I don't see a lot of people spending $200 for UPCs at GameStop.
I personally don't know a lot of people that buy from GameStop, but when I go into GameStop, I see a lot of moms, grandmothers, and girlfriends.
Yeah.
Like, if you're actually in the hobby, you're not actually supporting GameStop in that way. Like, I did, because they had good pricing for Magic. But for Pokemon, I don't buy there, mostly because I can't find it there, if I'm being completely honest. But even when you do, I'm not waiting in line. I actually am employed. You know, I have a 9 to 5, right? I can't afford to wait around in a tent at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, be like, hey, Beth, come on, we're going to get some Pokemon cards and resell them for an extra $1 this Christmas. Like, that's not me. I know people like that. That's not me. So,
Hey, Beth, grab the kiddie pool. We'll give the kids a bath out in the parking lot.
I love that we got Redneck already going, baby. Let's go.
Man, yeah. It's part of it. It's part of my family. It is my family does talk like that, and so I know it. I know it.
I'm telling. If he busts out a can and puts one, puts a tater in his lip.
Give me that Marlboro Minis.
Yeah, right.
No,
man. This GameStop topic has just been unreal. And you know what's kind of crazy is the fact that I had a buddy of mine come over and open the Charizard UPC because I really wanted to see the contents. You know, I watched it on YouTube and PokeRev opened it and some other streamers opened it, and I thought it looked really, really cool. But opening up in person and seeing the 5 packs of Journey Together, 4 of Destined Rivals, 4 of Mega Evolutions, and 4 of Phantasmal Flames, dude, and then the promos, like $119 it being MSRP, those are some damn fine packs. And I've got to admit it. I mean, I wish I could rip the heck out of this Charizard UPC. Those are juicy packs. So I mean,
every UPC is that, though.
No.
Name a UPC that didn't feel luxury.
The only reason I will say this, the Charizard UPC.
No! I knew you were going to say, I do not agree with that. There is no way you opened the white Charizard. You're talking about the white Charizard UPC? The promos themselves are sick.
There you go. I like
the playmat. What are we talking about here? You're gonna make my Italian. Oh, what are we doing here? Aaron, do you agree with him? I do not agree. No way.
That the new UPC is better than the old one?
No, that the Charizard UPC wasn't worth the hype and the money.
Oh, the white box?
I mean more the pack selection. Right? Like based on era. No, I'm serious, dude. Like when you think about
what were the packs in the white Zard?
So you had, dude, don't quote me on this. I haven't seen this.
I know. I don't know.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah,
I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up. But I want to say it's like 2 Evolving Skies, 2 Chilling Reign. It didn't have Crown Zenith, but it had like I think 3 Astral Radiance, 3 Brilliant Stars, something like that, right?
Okay, I have it. So it was 3 Astral Radiance, 3 Fusion Strike, 3 Brilliant Stars, 3 Evolving Skies, 2 Lost Origin, and then 1 Darkness Ablaze and 1 Vivid Voltage.
Okay. So not the worst pack selection in the world, right? But as compared,
what do you mean not the worst?
Dude,
there are 3 amazing sets in there.
But at the time, right? Those appreciated over time. What they are now was not the same when they were then. Right?
I liked Astro when it came out, though, because it had the gallery.
What I'm saying is this Charizard UPC has 5 sets that are undoubtedly great sets. I don't care what anybody says about Journey Together. Journey Together is a good set. Sorry it didn't hold the value that everybody wanted. It's got very playable cards, right? And it has
Lily's Conflare. I can't even say it, but it's great. It's a good card.
You know how I feel about it because they just nuked my favorite card in the set.
They did. I understand that. But
which is what? Sorry, I'm not tracking.
It's the Ends Reshiram.
Mm-hmm.
They nuked that card by putting it as a promo. I have no idea why they did that. I still think Journey Together is a mid set. It's mid because of that. It's fine. I'm not saying it's bad. It's middle of the road. But like if you're comparing that to like a Fusion Strike had the Muse in it, right? Like what are you saying is better? Even at that time, Fusion Strike's hit rates weren't great, but as a set, it stood up to Journey Together. I think.
in comparison of like, are you talking about in comparison of the
Yeah.
eras?
Yeah.
I like the Gengar card from Fusion Strike
Yeah,
more than any card
Gengar's
in
great.
Journey, personally.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I don't think that's a bad take. I do.
So there you go, right? You got Evolving Skies versus I don't know, is DR the set?
No.
Is DR the best base set of Scarlet and Violet? Probably is, right?
Best
Because
base
Prismatic
set.
was special.
So was 151.
So was 151. I think DR or Black and White. Well, Black and White was a special set.
Black.
I think
White,
DR is the.
Yeah, if there's an only base set, it would have to be Destined Rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that actually. How many
Everything else
special
was
sets were
Yeah.
in Scarlet and Violet?
Well, we had what? There were 4 special sets in the Sword and Shield era, and then 5 technically, because Black Bolt, White Flare's 2 sets.
I think 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Holy crap.
no, 6. Paldean Fates.
Yeah.
151.
Yep.
Prismatic.
Yep.
Black Bolt.
White Flare.
White Flare. Wait, did I count wrong?
Did
I just add a finger
I
somehow?
think you added a finger. I could have sworn you just
Maybe it
added
is 5.
a thumb. Yeah.
I added a thumb.
Either which way. We don't want to get off on a tangent here. But
Sorry.
I was just super interested to hear your thoughts on that, right? Because again, I think the spread of packs coming out of this Charizard UPC, along with the 2 promos, right now, I'm not saying this Charizard promo and this Oricorio promo are better than the other 3 promos that we had from the white Charizard box, right? But the pack spread, the pack spread, dude, is premium. And I mean, even for $200, you're getting, God, 4, 8, you're getting 12, 17 packs. Correct me, no, 18 packs. You're getting 18 packs, right? And then with those promos included and the dice and the playmat, I mean, I hate to say it, like $200, would I be surprised if that was the new MSRP? No, I'd prefer to pay the
high.
dude. I'd prefer to pay the 120. But if somebody offered me a couple at $150, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah,
man.
Aaron, what would you pay if you were like, if somebody were like, hey, things are expensive, okay, inflation. UPCs are now X. What number would make sense to you to where you're not enraged? Obviously, I think 200 is too high, but 120,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if 120 is right. Could be low. I don't know.
I think, the 140 for me, 140, 150. I don't buy that much Pokemon cards. Like I only do it. Look, honestly, it's funny. I'll do it for a sealed collection. I have a sealed collection. I enjoy a sealed collection. I like watching money grow, but I'm not trying to flip it short term. That is my hot take. Some people hate that. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I want to be friends with everybody. But if you hate that I have a sealed collection, that's a you problem, not a me problem.
You're amongst friends
fun.
here.
Yeah, and so it's like, I do like opening packs. I'm not against it. I like doing it with friends more for pack battles because I like the human-to-human gamification of pack battles. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But I because if I'm at home opening packs by myself, unregulated with no adult in sight, it's a problem, dude. It's a problem. It
kind of sounds like a different vice. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's okay to do it with friends.
Brother, it is a vice.
You don't do it alone. You do not do it alone, guys.
I can't do it alone because I'm like, okay, another one. Okay, another one. Okay, another one. Okay, another one. And I'm like, where are the hits? And then I start getting frustrated, and then
your friends
it's
find
not
you
right.
the next morning just like at your desk like this, just with like packs just strewn across your chest.
With $2 in the bank account and tears in my eyes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The best part of that was, where are the hits? Where are the hits?
Yeah, every time I do pack battles, like every other time I do pack battles, I get like a cool hit. And then when I do it by myself or do it like consecutively, nothing. And I'm just like, well, I'm just going to not do that. So, probably getting back on topic, 140 sounds great to me. I won't spend 200 on a UPC. And I actually would like UPC. This is a hot take, and I would love to hear both of your opinions on.
Yeah.
If UPCs only had one set in there, but there were like 18 packs of just one set, like if they were all megas or all phantasmal flames, how would that go? And would you be for it?
So
do you like having the variety pack, the charcuterie board of Pokemon?
Here's the problem. If it's a good set, it becomes impossible to get. And if it's a bad set, then it will be very affordable.
Well, it's this middle ground between ETBs and booster boxes. So you're sitting there and you're like a halfway mark, and I think there's a market for that.
Yep.
I think that
I
there
would
is.
agree, and that's where I think the booster bundles come into play. I think that is, that little piece there. But if it was just 18 packs and you're still getting the dice, you're getting the promo
and the playmat,
right?
and it's like, this is the theme. This is everything you could get from this set here, right
like
now.
This one would be hard on Phantasmal, right? Like that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like this would be hard Phantasmal. Yeah.
Man, would I like that? I'm gonna say no.
You like the variety.
As a master setter, I love it. I'll say that.
I knew he was gonna say it.
As a master, right? Because you finish a set, and I have like a couple extra of Evolving Skies from the SARD UPC. It's like, what do I do with these? Do I open these, or do I hold them and wait to open them with friends? But I think I would be down. Actually, I worry about. Actually, no, I don't worry about it. If it's a really good set, to Aaron's point, it just makes it more available, right? Like. You would still probably have either booster bundles or booster boxes. You'll definitely have ETBs with it. Yeah. So it's just another way to get packs for a really sought after set. So I think I like it. I would like it.
To me, it's like the overarching, like all the hype of the set is in that UPC. You're getting the die, the playmat, all the packs. You're getting the promos of that set. It's like, this set rocks. This is the ultimate thing you could get for this set, right? Because ETBs are like that a little bit, but it doesn't feel like you don't get a playmat for it. I want to get a playmat in my ETB, and I don't get special die. I don't get anything like that. Yeah. So
I got a hot take on ETBs.
They value the playmat, right? In addition to that UPC. No, I mean, so here's my thing. This, Genlac. I love collection.
You
boxes.
love them.
Yes, I do, right? But I can get them for super cheap, right, on Alibaba or whatever, right? It's not a big deal whether or not they have a Pokemon Center stamp or not. Right? But I love collection boxes. So, like the Crown Zenith collection boxes, the Zacian box, right, that has 20 packs of Crown Zenith in it, that's what I would prefer over this UPC, because that collection box doesn't have any additional, value added with playmats, dice, damage counter, so on and so forth.
I agree.
Right? But that's what I'm saying.
It's straight to the veins. It's straight to the Pokemon pack veins.
But that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And I would rather they just put the promos in those boxes rather than give me a UPC. Yeah, that's my only take.
You guys are hitting so you guys are hitting. Maybe it's not a hot take then. I think there's way too much fluff in an ETB. The amount of crap that you pull out of an ETB that you just throw away. I have drawers of sleeves and coins, and you got all that freaking cardboard that you're pulling out of there. If they were to sell a half booster box. Or what is it like? There's like the booster bundle display, the half booster box. Like if they were to just do straight pack stuff, I think people would love that. Frankly, it'd probably be more environmentally friendly.
You do have a point. Yeah, you have a great point.
If you're into that,
we love the earth.
If you're into that sort of thing,
we love the environment stuff.
Recycle, ladies and gentlemen.
I know we're in a paper hobby, but come on, I'm just saying.
I was about to say, I'm like, give me an idea how much bulk people just throw away. Like, yeah, dude. That happens often. I know. Okay, I don't disagree with your take on the ETBs. There is quite a bit of fluff, right? But there's quite a bit of fluff for people that are used to it. You know what I mean? When you bring new people into the hobby, right? They're kind of like,
how many new people though?
What do you mean? How many new people?
Did you see social media this year? I am not a new person in the hobby, but I'm new into social media. But so many people decided to make social medias around Pokemon this year.
That's
Facebook,
true.
Yeah. They're really, really, like, we're talking like what I feel like to be hundreds of thousands across TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Everyone's like, I want to make a channel where I get to be an addict and I get to be paid for the addict because I want to get the views on being an addict. But I'm not going to show my face. I'm not going to pull anything exciting. And I'm not doing anything different than the 5 billion other people doing the same thing as me. And so that's how I'm crapping on them because I was one. I started that way and I did a few videos where I opened up packs and I'm like, that was $5 for the video, Aaron. How many videos are you going to make this way? And I looked at my mirror and I was like, I can't. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do something more fun and more comedic, and decided to go that route instead. And thank God I did. That's all I'm saying.
So, okay, now hold on. You just hit, this is a perfect transition point. Because one of the things we like to ask people is, what was your inspiration to start with the, okay, now I can't even remember the name of the bit.
The
Redneck Pokemon?
Pokemon Word of the Day.
Yes, Redneck Pokemon. What was your inspiration to start Redneck Pokemon? Because you were kind of alluding to it a little bit there, right? Where you wanted to bring in some comedic relief to it. But like, what gave you? I know you said your family. Maybe you have some background there, but tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, what inspired me early on was Jeff Foxworthy. And I think that's pretty obvious for those people looking at my stuff. And being from the South, you were able to call that out very early. Jeff Foxworthy lives in Atlanta, and he happens to know my uncle. They used to go to the same church. He's like, I'm from Atlanta, so there's like a lot of film people down here, a lot of rednecks down here, and he is both. He's both a star and
He's
a redneck.
One of the kings.
So,
yeah,
he's one of the kings, and he was always able to make people laugh in a clean way. For the most part, and like I always admired his wordplay because I'm like, dude, that's so funny. Kind of fell off, and then I was looking. My very first Redneck Pokemon Word of the Day was inspired by a joke that I made in 2020 while working at this greenhouse, and I had this thought of like, what if I dressed up like a cowboy or a redneck? And I was like, welcome to Redneck Spanish Word of the Day, and Redneck Spanish Word of the Day Today's word, and like the original joke was, today's word is caliente. Well, the first part of the word, you're gonna think about where your liberal cousin lives on the West Coast, and you're gonna get that state and cut it in half to call it by its nickname, and then you're gonna get your favorite fire dog Pokemon, and you're gonna put them together, and it's gonna be caliente. Boom, and that was going to be the original joke. Was me just finding it was still wordplay. It was. But my high school was 65% Hispanic in North Georgia. So I grew up with a lot of Spanish, Mexican, mostly Mexican influence. And I liked blending the two. Because my school was literally rednecks and Mexicans like this. And we were all it was awesome. It was great. And so it was just always part of the culture I kind of grew up in, where it's Mexicans and rednecks hanging out doing hilarious stuff. And I just wanted to kind of make an homage to it, you know?
Yeah.
So that was the original thought. Obviously, I switched it up, but I had opened some packs and got the Fido card, you know? There's a Fido card, but I didn't know the Pokemon because I hadn't played the new generation at the time. And I was calling it Fido. And in my own ignorance, I made the video calling it Fido, and it worked because I was an ignorant redneck on screen. So me being dumb and then me being dumb playing a dumb person, it worked. And that was the first video that I did was, my name's Aaron, welcome to Redneck Pokemon Word of the Day. Today's word is Fido. And I had a little PNG shot of the card. And I would love to, and it was like, I would love to add that card to my collection. I just don't think it will Fido. And it's fine. It didn't blow up or anything, but I started to get way more traction on that than some of the other videos. I'm like, wait a minute. This is Jeff Foxworthy doing stuff here. And I was just being funny, but I had it set up already. And then I just kept it up. And there's 1,025 Pokemon. Like, I got a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
And they're not all usable. But a lot of them are. And so, yeah, that's kind of the origin. That's kind of the origin story of all that.
You know what they call that, Aaron? Good casting. No. Okay.
I was casting the shit out of myself. Dude,
that was
honestly.
Some good casting on your part right there.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love that, man. I mean, that was exceptional. The way that we received the Redneck Pokemon Word of the Day when you started it a couple months ago was brilliant. I cannot tell you, the amount of people that would send that video to, even people that aren't in Pokemon, that would send it to me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, have you seen this guy? And it's like, that would fill me with so much joy, just knowing that, people are seeing that on their For You page and the dynamic that you kind of, introduced of the redneckery. Beautiful. Well done.
Well, and Aaron hit on something there too. There was a bit of a teaching moment there at the very beginning. And so our viewers that are watching, right, if you guys are doing these videos, there's nothing wrong with just filming yourself opening packs. However, do not expect that to fund your hobby for a variety of reasons. We've talked quite a bit on this channel of what does it mean to get viewers and how do you do that? And there has to be a value aspect to this. And viewers want one of a couple things. They either want to be entertained or they want to be taught, right? You got to bring either information or entertainment. And I'm sorry, but you just opening packs, whether your face is on there or not, unless you are, I'll say it, unless you are visually appealing, you're probably not going to get people to watch you. And even then, it's true, right? And so there is a huge visual appeal to a big bearded dude in a cowboy hat, just right out the gate, holding his belt buckle, right? Like you're interested in that. So just for a word of advice to any of the new content creators out there, because all of us have a following, and try to make it yours, right? Don't just do the pack openings. It's not. Yeah. It's too saturated now. That's what I'll say. It's too saturated to just do that.
Be brave enough to be different. Be brave enough to be different, and if it feels scary, then do it. Like that's kind of the mantra there. But also, it's okay to be ugly. You're allowed to be ugly. Your grandma is not the most beautiful woman in the world. Okay, your grandma's not the most beautiful in the world, but you love her, but not because of her beauty. You love her because of who she is. People connect to people. I used to be a casting assistant for Tyler Perry. I used to look at thousands of emails a week casting people for coffee shop member number 3, police officer number 2, Secret Service member number 1. That's what I used to do for work, and look at faces, okay?
Yep.
You're allowed to be ugly. So many actors don't want to pursue acting. He's like, well, I'm not attractive enough. That's beside the freaking point. Your beauty and handsomeness, whatever you want to call it, means nothing if they don't connect to you as a person. You as the person is way more important than your beauty standard that you think you need for yourself. It's a lie. You've been lied to. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, I'm done ranting, but yes, be ugly. I love it. That's it.
Come on.
Be ugly. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah, for real. No, but he's so right, because it's all about authenticity. It's all about authenticity, right? Some people, like I said, some people do have it easier than others because there's something already visually eye-catching for you. And let yourself show, because everybody is unique, right? Like it doesn't have to stop at the face value too, right? Like bringing some kind of personality into it is so important. And that's what I was saying, is if you just sit there like everybody else, flipping packs, and you're not showing any originality whatsoever, it'll probably flop. I'll say it. It'll probably flop. Yeah. And that's why.
But that's why we've seen a lot of continued success for Aaron in his, Redneck Pokemon Word of the Day, and his, arguably just one of the greatest segments I think anybody has ever come up with, and that is the Pokemon News Network. I need you to tell the people
it's good.
Where it's really did this come from, right? What was the idea behind it? And just well done on pushing
and how much prep
through.
Do you do?
Yeah,
like how hard is that?
I know what it takes to film that.
Yeah,
because my God, that must feel rewarding. What was the overall response? And I know that I can't remember if I sent you a message and just said, "Dude, this is hilarious." But I mean,
you did.
I had my wife watch it. I had our neighbors watch it. We sat here and drank bourbon with our buddies that love Pokemon and One Piece, and watched Aaron on the Pokemon News Network. And since then, I think you've only posted one other video. Dude, I've
been pretty slow, but yes. 3 is almost done editing. I've got to do a few tweaks there, and I might be pushing it out this week. We'll see.
Thank God, dude.
I knew there was a ton of editing to that, though. I mean, you could tell that is not a low cost production. Being time for you, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. PNN, the origin. I had it as an idea when I started. I had it. I called everybody. I called Pokey C's. I called Stefan Pools. I called Officially Whelmed. I talked to Powder about it a little bit. I went to a Pokemon rap tour in Atlanta, and it was just traveling around the country. Gen Oneer, Big Man Blastoise guy. Talked to him. He was awesome. His whole crew is cool. Definitely check him out. Talked to him about it. And Gen Oneer was like, "Did you say PNN?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he pulls up his phone, scrolls to his notes app, and like a year ago, it said PNN, Pokemon News Network idea. Oh, and so he had already had the same thought, and I was like, "Bro, I'm going to make it, but I want you in it at some point." So that's still got to be a thing that he had thought about it as well. And honestly, there are other channels out there called PNN, but they would start and they were going to be like informational Pokemon news. Like everybody wants to be a Pokemon news anchor talking about the real things happening in Pokemon,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Everybody
I
wants
wanted
to
to
be
be
Poke Beach.
satirical.
Yep.
I wanted to be satirical. I wanted to be like the Onion. I love the Onion. They say the craziest, funniest things. And I wanted it to be absurdist, kind of like Drake and Josh, iCarly, Nickelodeon
Yeah.
absurdity, mixed with the adult, some of the more adult serious themes of, well, look at the news, you'll see. And then, yeah, I mean, it's like that. I wanted to be a little bit like Tosh.0 at some points where I'm just
Yep.
making fun of things and connecting the dots. But because I played almost every Pokemon game, mainline game, I had the experience and time with these characters and watched the TV show, not nearly as much as the games, but my fandom has been steeped in it from childhood.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me to connect the dots and what would work and what wouldn't work for the most part. And also, one thing for creators to know, if you're listening and you make stuff, become a producer. And I don't mean that like in any bigger sense than all you have to do to be a producer is find people that like the same thing and bring them together. That's what being a producer does. Be a producer, find people that want to work on the same stuff as you. Because in the first episode 1, that's every joke I wrote. Every single joke I wrote. And there was about 12 jokes that we filmed that I deleted from the scenes, which I will redo because something was wrong with them, either in the filming or the writing, mostly the writing. I didn't catch some of my errors until after we filmed.
Yeah.
Um, but find people, because I made a Discord called PNN, invited all my favorite funny people, my dungeon masters from D&D.
Dude.
They were in
Yes.
there because obviously they're writing, my D&D friends from work. I was working at a comic book shop, so they're all into stories and getting like the funny, and they're all funny people. Intelligence usually doesn't always equal funny, but if you can find those two where they're very smart and very funny, those people are my people, because I am dumb. I'm dumb and funny, but I like to surround myself with smart, funny people. They help me write these skits, and they all have their own perspectives. So that's essentially what it was. I knew I wanted a news anchor desk. It was very, very important to me that it was not done on TikTok with a green screen background with me floating in a news suit.
That's what
I don't
everybody
like that
does.
style.
Yeah.
I've worked in the film industry in and out for 10 years, and I wanted it to look like an actual web series. And that's what I still want and what I am working towards actively. So I found randomly on Facebook Marketplace somebody selling a news anchor desk for $30.
Yeah.
So I borrowed my dad's truck. I hauled it all the way back from this abandoned mall all the way back to his house. And then I took it to my friend's studio. Shout out Pedro Vera, owner of Visceral Films. They are the ones. Pedro is a friend from high school. We did theater together. And essentially, he has a videography business, and he's like, Aaron, this idea is amazing. I want to help you host it for free. I want to help you make it for free.
Oh.
So on Saturdays, we get to go up there, and he has his $5,000 camera that he shoots it on, and his like $10,000 for the lights. And I am like sitting in I'm sitting in an actual studio in my hometown, which is crazy to say, in front of a professional camera and it's just like me and him. Most of the time, it's just me and him.
Does it have a teleprompter too?
I bought a teleprompter off Facebook Marketplace. They're actually cheaper than you think. They are cheaper than you think. And I use my iPad, pull it up, and there's a teleprompter app that does the thing. So a lot of coordination, but absolutely worth it. And then the editing comes in, and it takes me like, I've probably done 7 to 8 hours of editing on this one 5-minute video. And it's crazy how much editing is involved. But as a creator and as anyone in comedy, you kind of want to be in control of that. As much as I would like to pass that on to someone like, hey, just edit the way I do. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
Dude, that is that skill to find it. Like, there are a couple editors in the space that you can plug and play, right? And that you can have them come in and do it. And that is such a unique skill that they are top dollar for a reason.
Yeah.
And I would say 99...
My brother's an editor, funny enough. He's a professional editor and used to work for like Cartoon Network and TBS and stuff like that in Atlanta.
And they can demand top dollar for good reason. Because like 99% of content creators, by the way, guys, for anybody who's disillusioned, we all do our own editing.
Yes.
All of us.
Yeah.
Like there is probably, again, it's like the 1%. that don't edit their videos.
Yeah, it's
you
the
know,
PokeRev, the
PokeRev,
Mystic Rips, the Real and Breaking Nate.
Mystic Rips, Leon Hart, like those guys probably do not. They probably edit some of their own stuff, but for the large majority, you know, that's we're all doing our thing. So there it is, guys. You heard it there. Huge amounts of coordination and planning, tons of editing for a 5-minute video, but it's an amazing 5-minute video. And I think it's so
quality 5-minute video.
Yeah.
I think I've seen in the last 3 or 4 months.
Well,
and honestly, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Well,
and I think that's
I love that you confirmed that it was at a studio, because my wife was
Yeah.
like, "Why don't you do that?" And I was like, "Do you see that? Like, there's nothing that I have that I could jerry rig that. Like, he's got to be somewhere." So thank you for validating the fact that you were in a studio.
He's following his own mantra of be you. He has the access to this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it. He has a background in it. He has friends. Like, this is a perfect example of guys, like, figure out what's in your house and in your friend network and what you're good at and what you like, and build a bit around it.
Yeah, do what you have access to, and then also don't be afraid to go after it. If you don't have access to a studio, that's okay, but you might not know how close studios are. You might want it subconsciously, but you might not have consciously looked, hey, where's the closest studio? And then, dude, if you go, there's so many ways to network, or secondhand network, like I like to call, where it's like, okay, I have this end goal. Okay, I might not go straight to the thing I want, but I might go to something that they go to and try to, like, find, and I don't have to do that anymore because I've done film for so long and my friends are in film. So, like, if I had enough money, I could have my own production company with camera operators, sound operators, location managers, crafty, which is like the snacks, catering companies. Like, I know people in all those spheres because I worked in film for so long.
Yeah.
So, go be a movie extra. You'll meet a bunch of cool people. That's my take.
First and foremost, how do we become movie extras? I mean, come on, you can't reel
Facebook. Not even joking. I know it sounds so funny to say. The company I was working for, Southern Casting Associates, me and everyone else that does casting in Atlanta and almost everywhere in the United States goes through Facebook. But they need your email, and you email them if you're available those days. They'll make a post like, hey, we need 15 coffee shop members for next Tuesday shooting at 2:00. Post a picture, a non-professional photo of your head and your body against, like, a blank wall, ideally.
White wall, like a passport photo.
Not nude, by the way. Wear clothes. Wear clothes, please.
No, that's a very good call.
I've seen it.
Nobody wants to see your hairy nips, baby.
Well, we had to hire strippers one time, and that was a wild. That was a wild time. That was for Tyler Perry. So just shout out to Tyler Perry for the opportunity.
I could see some confusion there.
Yeah. It was.
Was he impressed with your nude photo that you sent him?
There's no praise in film, but there is correction, and it wasn't corrected, so it was praised. So
I love
that's all I have to say.
Oh my god.
But
I'm stealing that. I'm saying that.
But film is fun, guys. Like, go be a movie extra. It pays very little, but you get to be on a movie set for 12 hours and probably get to see your favorite actor and actress doing their thing, and it's cool. It's a cool bit. So
my dad was in Enola Gay, for anybody who knows that film.
Oh.
Super old military film.
Wow. Yeah. You never told me that.
I haven't seen that. Even though I was in the Army, I have not seen that one. So maybe I should go back.
He was an extra in Enola Gay, and he played basketball with Billy Crystal. So to Aaron's point,
Damn.
You never know.
I got to be on The Walking Dead in season 2 and 3 as a zombie, and I got to work as a stand-in on Stranger Things season 2. And I worked on Hunger Games Mockingjay part 1, and I can't remember what's the middle book. What's this? Yeah,
Catching Fire.
Catching Fire. Yeah, that was Catching Fire.
You're amongst friends once again when it comes to Hunger Games, baby.
Trust.
Yeah,
I got you.
Trust.
Katniss Everdeen.
So Aaron, I have a request of you.
Sure.
If you ever come up with a bit, or you write a Pokemon themed Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Yeah.
You gotta let us be in it. You gotta let us. Listen, man. I'll do whatever you need me to do from a character perspective. I will roll charisma 80 times over.
What are you playing, Brock?
Hey, listen. Casting, you can cast me however you want, but I can play a mean Misty.
That would actually be really funny. I've actually thought about that as a bit where it's like, now over to Misty when, Celadon City. And it's not what you expect at all for Misty to look like. Just to catch people off guard. I can rock
a Misty. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We need your beard to be a little bit longer.
What's that? Yeah.
Dude, where's the Starmie? Where's Starmie at?
Where's Starmie at? Whoa. The French Starmie?
I'm going to have to put that up now in editing so that way people can see.
Well, we just got our thumbnail.
Yeah, right? Brilliant. Well, okay, Aaron, here's what I want to do real quick because we always want to do this when we bring a guest on the podcast. And it's just a little game, right? Nothing crazy here. But this is our agree or disagree segment. All right. Okay. And because you mentioned that you went and picked up Magic the Gathering packs, okay, for the Avatar set. And you obviously have collector's packs because you got a collector's booster box, yeah? Not just the play booster. That a boy. So, agree or disagree, the Pokemon Company should do collector's boxes and collector's packs similar to Magic the Gathering. 3.
Oh my gosh.
2, 1. Disagree.
Dude, what would that even look like, dude? This is actually
Aaron. This is not
they did not ask me this question before this. They did not ask me this question before before this. I just want everyone to know this is like a legit response because I don't know. My soul craves it. Like I kind of want to be like, let's get it. But the other side of me is like, but what about everyone? Like, what about everyone? Well, like I selfishly want it, but what about everyone? Because that's getting scalped first. Then the packs are nothing. Then it's like maybe that's a good thing. There's so many variables. My brain cannot even render this thought right now.
That's why I said disagree because the Pokemon Company kind of does it with battle decks. Ain't nobody buying battle decks.
I would disagree.
That's not a collector though, because you could technically make that second hand.
Yeah,
collectors would be like. This card is a secret rare that you can only get through this means, which means that you're having to pay $45 a pack for potentially 10 to 15 cards that are all specialty sets. But if they were mixed in the old promos and stuff that you couldn't get anymore, or like the new Charizard UPC promo card, which I really want. If that was a chance for hits in there instead of having to buy the UPC.
That would be so
sick.
See,
maybe.
The reason I said disagree is Pokemon's not ready for that in the state that we're in, right? And they wouldn't handle it well because what Pokemon currently has are the play packs, right? That you get from going to challenges and stuff like that. So in a sense, what you're asking in this question is for these play packs to now be the collector's packs, right? But
we actually already have them. They're the trick-or-treat packs. Yeah. We have the trick-or-treat packs. I don't need it.
We have the McDonald's. Come on.
We got McDonald's. And the McDonald's promo. We got them, dude. They're elite.
Yes.
I'm scalping the crap out of those, dude.
Yeah.
I have so much trick-or-treat back there.
On the McDonald's Pikachu, God, you are cooked. You are unfortunate. You would have listened to us, but
I will say, what was it 2 years ago? There was a bunch of trick-or-treat at Walmart, and I had no idea what it was. I bought $50 worth of trick or trade, which, to be clear, is way too much trick or trade. I'm still giving it out at Halloween. I'm the cool guy though in the neighborhood. The kids love me because I'm giving out 2-year-old trick or trades. They're like, "Whoa, is this an old one?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's an old one."
Can you send it into PSA and grade the whole bag?
Will they sell it for me?
I want a PSA graded 10 bag.
Hey, if they, I'll just send that to the vault and then it'll get a 30% upcharge, baby. Let's go.
There you go, PSA. You can take that.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. I mean, that's what they're doing right now with the old mystery bags, I guess their collaboration with GameStop, and GameStop's technically doing the mystery bags. Is that what it is, Aaron? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Brother,
I think you're right. Yeah, you're gonna get a 9 at best. You're never getting a 10, and you're probably gonna get an 8. And
I can tell you how many 9s you're gonna get, baby.
Are those all 9s? Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
okay,
fine.
so
Yeah, it's cool.
Scout and I are on record saying that PSA, if they were to give something similar to the dig report, what Tag does, if PSA were to give a dig report, they'd be the best in the hobby, even with all the crap that's going on, because at least you have a reason. And I'll say this: my background is consulting and business and mergers and acquisitions. Like, I do a lot of that crap, and I can tell you right now that unless PSA changes something, they have a lawsuit on their hands. I don't know who it's coming from, but I will say there is a very strong case to be made for either monopolization or insider trading. Either could be argued if stacked up over enough time and to the right dollar amount. So unless they start to, I think they will be forced to bring some transparency.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they don't already, because they have the notes, right? Like, they have their graders doing it. I don't know why they don't just release it.
I mean, honestly, they probably just don't feel justified to do so, and it's not impacting their margins in the slightest, whether or not they do produce a dig report. I mean, it doesn't matter to them, right? And until a lawsuit happens, and I'm not going to say that a lawsuit's actually going to happen, right? Jenna, like, I love the idea of it happening. I think the closest we could get would be insider trading, right, in collaboration with GameStop and pumping the market and so on and so forth. But I don't even know if there's a great way to prove that, because what they are doing is they are offering the fair market value for these slabs. It's not like they're forcing anybody to do it. They're not holding it, to their head. I
actually think they're closer to monopolization than insider trading, because just wait, one report come out about the market cap and how much market they have. That's where I think it would go sooner than the insider trading.
Interesting. Yeah.
You can see how many number of cards are being graded. You can see the total value of sales across eBay. I think once they get a certain percentage of those two numbers, that's where you start to see it more than anything. And honestly, at that point, then maybe they do start to release data. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Aaron, let me ask Aaron. Aaron, do you think that they should be releasing data? I'll ask that question straight up. And if so, why or why not? If not, or if so, why or why not?
They should release the Espeon files for sure.
You mean this Espeon? Got enough?
Yes. Yeah, they need to release the files, dude.
Yeah. And to be clear, I clearly use PSA, right? Like, we're not chamber. I'm not trying to badmouth them too much, but it is extremely frustrating that there is a lack of transparency.
Yeah, no one wants to play with the bully manipulating everybody, you know.
Wait, so Aaron, who's your favorite grader? I'm gonna ask.
I've never had a card graded. Fun fact. I've never graded a card.
That's crazy.
Really? I have graded cards I purchased, but I've never sent a card in for grading. I went to one day, and then we had an impromptu. My brother had a baby like a month before, and I was literally on the way to North Atlanta because PSA was in town at a shop called Cards HQ, which a lot of people know about, and I was going to do it in person because I have this FOMO of sending my cards in the mail.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's not even that my cards are like thousands of dollars. Like, I don't have anything like that.
No, it's
like I have a shining Magic card from OG Magic card that I have, and like I would love to get that grade. It's actually my brother's card that I'm holding on for him, but I want to get that graded. But I still, even with that value, which like almost like 500 something, I don't want to send that in the mail. Like, I've seen too many things, and it might be unrealistic, but it's possible. Mm-hmm. Like, I still go in the ocean because there's sharks there, right? I still enjoy playing in the ocean. There's sharks there. I know there's sharks there. I still go in the ocean, but for some reason, I have a big problem sending out my Pokemon cards. And it's not that I wouldn't do it, but also I don't know how OCD I am to be like, I need to fight her out if this is a PSA 10. You know, I'm like, yes, there are apps for this. There's stuff, and like we can do this we can play the game. But like, I genuinely love the hobby. This isn't a money making scheme for me. This is like, I would like to make money through what I am doing. But like, at the end of the day, it brings me joy to make people laugh through Pokemon, making fun of the hobby that a lot of us grew up on, and now it's part of our identity. and it's part of my identity, which I never thought it would be. It was always something like slightly secretive that I would do, but I was like, oh, I like to play Pokemon. And then I didn't even count it as a hobby because I was just doing it mindlessly because I loved it. But now it's like, well, I'm here to make people laugh through Pokemon, and ideally, like, transform it into do comedy, just making fun of everything IP, like Skyrim. Like, before Hiker Aaron, I made a Skyrim video, and it was like Skyrim dudes rapping. It's online, and it was called Dragonborn Flow. It was only it's one channel we made, and it was like the Dracula Flow video from Joji. He made it. Like, I don't know if you've seen that, where it's Dracula in his cup and he's saying wild things. It's the same thing, but it's Skyrim. And I made that earlier this year in Georgia when it snowed, because it never snows. So all that to say, I'm going on an ADHD tangent.
No, you're good.
That's why I'm good at comedy, is because I'm never thinking in one train of thought. My brain's always doing 5 things at the same time.
Aaron, please do a Foos Ro Da Pokemon crossover. I don't know how you were going to do this, but that would be so sick.
Oh, XCloud. Easy.
There you go. Have XCloud do Foos Ro Da. That would be so cool.
Dude.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
God, the more we talk, the more I just wish we were on a live, just to see the questions that people would ask. I mean, because you are a wealth of knowledge, man. I mean, even Genelak and I, we knew a little bit about your background, but, you're going into more details than we ever thought, well, I say ever thought, than we would have expected, right? Especially for your background in working on, movie sets and your expertise. So I guess what I want to ask is, what is your advice to the average collector right now in terms of just enjoying the hobby, right? Is it impossible to enjoy Pokemon right now when everybody's so focused about money?
My base in Pokemon and my love for Pokemon, while I told you earlier it started with a card, the cards did not sustain my love.
No.
Now,
that's fair.
For a long time through high school and college, I didn't look at my cards. I didn't think about my cards. But you know what I was doing? I was playing the games.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, and I believe a majority of people out there, the video games are the heart of Pokemon. More than the TV show, more than the cards. So. That's a hot take, but that is my opinion. I think there's an emotional attachment. I was working at a comic book store earlier this year, and my boss just could not understand why Pokemon was so big and why what attracted people to Pokemon, and how people think Pokemon's better than Marvel and Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
And because he's older and it's his shop, and I'm like, well, when you were growing up, you didn't play with Spider-Man. You read Spider-Man stories, and you were not a victim, but you were subject to the emotions of what is happening on the pages. With our generation, we got to play as we were the main characters, playing with our Pokemon and doing that in a much more dynamic way than you ever could ever have.
Yeah.
Right. And there is an emotional attachment you get to Pokemon that you train, you level, you breed, you raise, you make a champion, you lose battles with them, you win battles with them.
Ace.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they finally decided to bring back having them follow you. And so now your favorite Pokemon's following you. And it's like, that to me is Pokemon. Yep. More than the card. The card is only a snapshot of what you love. It is not what you love.
Yeah.
Because you have different arts, but you only have one save file of that one Pokemon that you love deeply. Like, you could have 5 Espeons, that's great, but only one of those came with you to beat the championship. Yeah. So it's that file. It's a singular thing. And so all the cards are different snapshots and arts of your favorite thing. But your favorite thing comes back to the games. It's not the Espeon in the TV show. It's the Espeon that you brought up to win the championships. And I think that is nostalgic, and that is what really deserves praise. So if you want to enjoy the Pokemon hobby and don't want to spend money, bring out your old DS, bring out your old Game Boy, bring out your Switch, and play the game. And play it with friends. Play it with friends. Battle each other. Please battle each other. That is key.
I want to build on this too, because even if you don't have the old stuff, if you're somebody new, go buy Scarlet and Violet, Legend Z to A. Give your Pokemon nicknames. Do it. I promise
Give
you.
them nicknames. Give them nicknames.
Everybody thinks it's stupid. Hot take. You should nickname almost every Pokemon you catch that you're planning on using. It adds so much to it. And by the way, I saw the coolest thing on TikTok. Aaron, I know you're going to love this. So it was an individual, and they have created a story for all of their playthroughs off of one trainer. So the trainer was younger. Like, I think they started about Black White, and that was like 10-year-old version. And as they've started to allow character customization, this individual has started to upgrade the wardrobe to be more and more mature because they're saying their character is getting older and older. And then what they do is they go grab one of their old Pokemon, move it into home, and then move it into the new game. And so it's this trainer progressing with their one Pokemon, kind of like Ash with Pikachu, right? I can't remember who the Pokemon was. And then they collect a new team for that region. And that, to me, I was like, dude, that is the epitome of, like, nostalgia, connecting with the games, and creating a story for yourself in a world. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is awesome. I love that. And that's why I'm excited for Champions, next year, and being able to bring my original Ruby Swellow that I have at Pokemon Home, and who's not like the best Pokemon ever, but Swellow is my favorite Pokemon, which doesn't make sense to anybody, but I don't care. It's not the strongest, it's not the fastest, it's not the best.
Swellow
it's a bird,
had
for
its
goodness
time,
sake.
baby. Gut Swellow had its time.
But Swellow, for me, is my favorite because I flew with Swellow. It was like originally going to be like my HM slave. It really didn't like turn out to be a full HM slave, but it knew fly, and that's all that mattered. But you know what? It's like I still have that file in Pokemon Home waiting for me. So as soon as Champions comes out, I get to play with my same team, and that's something. Honestly, shout out to the Pokemon Company for thinking that far ahead 30 years ago.
Genius.
That's insane that you're like, hey, no matter what we do with the games, you can move these Pokemon up. I was like, what other game system in the world can you do that with? Not a singular one.
There's only
it's like
one.
I have my files from as a kid, bringing them all the way up to adulthood. Like, that's incredible. That is truly amazing. And literally, if Pokemon's on this trajectory, when I die, I can give my files to my kids. Have you guys even considered that? Like, that's a wild thought. Wow. That my files that I played with, like, I can pass that on as an heirloom if you're like really into it. And I'm like, it's a wild thing, and I'm excited about it. I'm very excited.
That actually just pumped me up so much because I have not thought about that, and I have a kid coming in April, my first kid, and the idea that I could pass them my Charizard from Blue, because that was my first game. And that's why Charizard is one of my faves, because to your point, I was flying around with him. That's sick. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
That got me really hype. I mean, I'm almost sweating a little bit just thinking about that.
I am sweating. Dude, oh wait, it didn't show. Dang it.
Well put, man. I mean, that is round of applause for Aaron. I can't believe that. That actually was probably a top 3 moment on the podcast, dude.
That was awesome. Pokemon did NFTs the right way.
They did. They nailed it.
Crazy to say that.
But
Pokemon nailed NFTs.
Wow.
Right? That between original trainer and the game the location that it came from, you have a true paper trail to that digital sprite file, whatever you want to call it. That's so cool. And it can update when you bring it into new games. That makes me want to fire up my Game Boy Color. Well, wait, do I have Pokemon Bank? I think I still have Pokemon Bank. I think I still have access to it because I bought it. I know it's dead, but I think it still exists if you bought it. I can't remember how that works.
Yeah. Dude, I've got my Game Boy and Emerald in my closet. I might have to boot it up and send my Metagross to Pokemon Home and just, dude.
As long as it's not Deoxys, just leave that thing there, man.
I hate the fact that you hate Deoxys so much. Oh my god, it pisses me off. Aaron.
I'm gonna let this guy right here. You don't like Deoxy Boy?
He hates Deoxys.
That shirt is almost perfect.
No, it is perfect. That is a perfect shirt.
Almost perfect.
Genelec, your opinion.
Man, I love Deoxys, and I guess I'm missing out. I guess Aaron, I'm missing. What's the hate? Man. I need to know the hate.
So we did a agree or disagree way back when Deoxys versus Jirachi, right? And he was like, "Oh my god,
Jirachi
Deoxys
clears.
is terrible. Jirachi's so much better, right?" And we had an offline conversation about Jirachi like being the strongest Pokemon because you make a wish, you just defeat every Pokemon, right? But then you have Deoxys,
it's the Zeno
which
of
is
Pokemon.
will you stop? Because then we have Deoxys that is like it is the space Pokemon. Right? It's got an attack form, a speed form, a defense form. I mean, it's like it is the most versatile outside of Mew and Arceus, right? But it is an alien Pokemon. It is a perfect design with perfect capabilities, almost perfect stats.
Design.
The thing is, and he hates it. He hates the design factor. He hates the
Look, I'm pointy. Now I'm
transformation.
round. Now I'm slightly round. Now I'm super round.
He's the most underrated mythical,
Thank you.
in my
Thank you.
opinion. Like the fact
think
that
he's
more people
perfectly
don't
rated.
flex with Deoxys is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So anyway,
Honestly, I think Marshadow is like stupid underrated for a mythical. Just saying.
he's new. He's new. You
Yeah.
got to give him time to seep
I
into
really
the
like it,
nostalgia
though.
bones. There's no nostalgia there yet.
I'm
That's fair.
gonna say Marshadow's appropriately rated for those that have watched the movie and understand Marshadow's capabilities from the games. Yeah, I'm not.
I just
gonna
want to
say that he's
s'more
crazy
every
movie.
time I see him.
Huh?
Like it makes me hungry. I want a s'more. It's like it just something about his name.
he's
As
got
like
the little-
marshmallow,
he's got the
dude.
little,
Give me a
like, Hershey's
marshmallow.
Kiss head too. I
Yeah,
see
dude.
it.
He's a marshmallow on fire. That's what he is, and it makes me hungry. And I want to go to buy a campfire right now.
That's awesome though. Like Marshmallow on fire as a Pokemon is so cool to me. Just saying.
Yeah, but
It is.
Vanillix
It's
is
better
not.
than Klefki. It's better than a set of keys, dog.
Yes.
Dude.
When are we getting Locky? When are we getting Locky Martin, dude?
Don't get me started on Klefki.
That's what I would
Don't get me
nickname it if we got a Locky.
Okay.
Bro, what is
I got
the
a question.
dumbest Pokemon we've ever had?
Yes. That's what I was
just-
gonna ask him.
The sushi Pokemon, Tsuri?
Oh, Tatsugiri?
You don't like Tatsuguri?
Tatsuguri? No, I just okay, time out. Somebody's screaming at me right now. I freaking know it. When I first saw it, I was like, we're making food Pokemon. There's still animals we haven't touched yet,
Yeah.
But I don't know, something about a sushi Pokemon, but it didn't grow on me in the sense where I'm in love with it now, but I don't hate it with a fiery passion. When I first saw it, I was like, what are we doing? But
Okay, let's play. I want to play a
also,
game.
that's my
Me
opinion.
and Scout are gonna give our answers for who we think the stupidest Pokemon is, and then Aaron can be the tiebreaker. He could tell us, okay, you know what?
I need my iPad. I need to go through the entire Pokedex very
Out
quickly.
of these
and I
two,
can.
Okay.
he could tell us which one he thinks is more dumb. Okay, because I know my
Oh,
answer.
I like
Scout,
this.
you know
I
your
like this.
answer.
I
So,
know,
Scout-
I know Genelac's answer.
You know my answer.
Yeah.
What is yours? And then I'll give mine.
God, the dumbest Pokemon. I mean, Klefki is up there. It really is.
I don't know.
But
Fairy Steel typing's pretty sweet.
No, the typing's great, but the Pokemon itself is dumb. I will have to say the one Pokemon I'm just disgusted with and I hate is Licky Licky.
Really?
I hate Licky Licky. That is an
Okay, now hold on.
unnecessary
I'll give mine,
evolution.
and then we can state our cases. We're just gonna tell who we think is the stupidest. So you think Licky Licky's the dumbest.
Okay. Sorry. My real answer is Bruxish. Bruxish, I hate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
he hates-
yeah.
Yeah.
He hates Bruxish. Mine is also a water Pokemon. I hate Love Disc. I'm gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, I can. I don't. You hate the design, or you hate that it didn't evolve?
I have yes.
He
Like
just
what?
hates Love Disc. Like
What does it do? It is the dumbest. Name somebody who like connects with Love Disc in any way. What does it do?
that's a fair point, but still, I think Pokemon Company dropped the ball by not having Love Disc evolve into a Lomomola. I think we can all agree on that.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
touch that. There was the whole heart scale thing that you needed in order to evolve. I think it was to Milotic. I
Yeah.
think that's how you used to evolve Feebas. And
Feebas, yeah.
it wasn't tied to that. Like, again, it's the most pointless, dumb Pokemon ever made. I hate it.
Man, that's
Aaron, have a look. Tell us what your most hated Pokemon is. And I mean, because those are, I will say those two are good, but there's others that we're not.
Can I give one that it used to be?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I used to hate this guy right here.
Oh, but then they gave. Oh, I know why you changed your mind, though.
Whoa.
I know why you changed your mind. But I agree with you.
But as a kid, it didn't do anything. And it didn't evolve in anything. And I thought the design, I'm like, okay, you put a circle on a pot with a cape with a bulb. Like, what am I even looking at? What does it do? It's not strong. I can't do anything with it. And it was useless to me. Therefore, I hated it. Every other Pokemon had some kind of use that I could like perceive as a kid. That one, I didn't care about at all. I don't know if I have it. Bruxish is a good one because it's really easy to hate because I can't use the word on this podcast, but it looks a very certain type of way that we don't like and also makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And also because Pokemon have been sexualized by a bunch of incel nerds that think it's cool to sexualize a two-dimensional animation. And it could be used in some weird, devious, disturbing way that I don't even want to think about. But I know that somewhere it exists.
Yes.
We all know that.
Yep. Yeah. We're all in agreement on that.
Yeah.
You're not talking about Love Disc though, Aaron. Yet again, it's flying under the radar somehow.
Oh, God.
Love Disc is great for it's the Valentine's Day Pokemon. You can't really do good commercial marketing for Pokemon during Valentine's Day if you don't have Love Disc in the shot. That's all I'm gonna say. You just
use Alola Mola.
No.
Alola Mola. Oh wait, there is one that is in black and white that I remember kind of cringing at very hard.
Gen 5 remake. What would that be? Not Mr. Rhyme.
Oh, it's Masharna.
Oh yeah, its lore is
because
very
you
odd,
literally have a tit and a uterus right there, dude. You got the whole thing, and
and its lore is that it's like extremely
you can bleep it
dangerous.
out. You can bleep it out, Scout.
No,
he's brilliant. I'm keeping it in here.
Wait, hey, Aaron, what's its Pokédex entry? I remember it being like extremely dangerous. And like it can like eat like your dreams or something.
Yeah, it's
just like women,
dude. Something like that. Yeah.
Just like women.
Just like my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom, take that.
We got mom issues on this podcast.
Yeah, we don't
Just kidding, Mom, I love
hate
you.
our mom. But tell me that doesn't look suspect.
I couldn't.
Take this away.
Take the eyeball away. Yep. Take
it away. It's just disturbing. It's freaking human anatomy turned into Pokemon. Like, what are we doing? And it doesn't stop there. Okay? Black and White. I love Black and White. It came out senior year of high school. I was in math class playing Black in the back of the class. But no, it doesn't stop there. What'd you say?
I said we all still passed. Go to school, kids.
Yeah, by the grace of God.
Yeah, same.
And money. Bribes.
No money.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
Solasis, I didn't really like. It kind of
you don't like the
me
bottle
out.
Pokemon?
Is that what they call him? Oh well, I guess that makes
we call it
so much sense. I've never called him
I play
that.
a lot of
That's very
Pokemon
rude.
Go, and everybody in Pokemon Go calls it the butthole Pokemon. Because Duosion, look at its evolved form.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Go ahead and show that on camera.
Wait, you're talking about the middle form or the third form?
Yeah, all of them. They all fit, baby.
This just felt a little like embryotic for me.
Yeah.
Like it felt like an unborn baby, and not a fan of that as a Pokemon. That's why I didn't like the other two. I was like, human anatomy turned into this is you literally put organs of a human as a Pokemon. Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm more upset with that than I am Klefki. Klefki, it's not offensive. It's dumb, not offensive. That's offensive to me.
You're not going to be a fan of, like, Intestimon.
Intestimon, Heartamon, Livermon, Kinnymon. Pancreasmon, though, is pretty sick.
Pancreasmon could be pretty sweet.
Pancreasmon gets me going.
All I'm saying is if they did Livermon and it was an typing of undead... And it was, I'm just saying.
But what if Livermon couldn't get poisoned?
Resist
because it
all
filters the poison.
Ooh.
Now hold on a second here. We might be coming up with something.
I like this.
Steel liver.
A steel liver.
I think that's great,
dude.
Man. I'm all
and like a rock ground for stomach, like Ironmon, like an iron.
I need someone in animation to draw these imaginations for us. And please DM me. I will shout you out. I'll make a video about it. I need someone with animation skills to make a Livermon.
Bulby Boy is the one that I know of him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple that could do this.
Okay,
that would be excellent. I think that's it. I think that's
we'll dial them up.
We need to follow up with that on another episode with Aaron. Follow up with
I want to see Livermon. I want to see a steel type Livermon that can't be poisoned.
We get him made and we bring Aaron back. Just for his reaction.
Dude,
Blind reacts. Great. Hey, Aaron, we got something to show you, and just throw it out there on him and make him like jump.
Livermon.
Bring him in for a Saturday special, rating the bodily Pokemon.
Oh God!
It hurts my heart. I don't know why. It's a weird design. It's a weird design.
I have one more question for you, Aaron. How do you say this Pokemon's name?
Rayquaza. That's how I said it as a kid, and I'm not changing it now. Yes, Pokemon, I know it's wrong. I don't care. I don't even care, dude.
That a boy.
We got so much hate for one of our last videos because we said it Rayquaza. It's like, I was in Japan.
Cooler. Rayquay? My Rayquaza? Dude, what? No, Rayqua. It's a down here. It's Quaza. Whoa. I'm yelling at you, Rayquaza. Not Rayquaza. No, absolutely not. No, it's more guttural, it's scarier, and it's something a dragon would say, okay? Like, in a discussion. I don't care, Pokemon. You should have done a better job.
Well done,
It's the
Pokemon.
same thing with Arceus and Arceus.
I like Arceus.
It's not
Arceus. I like Arceus.
Yeah, Arceus is better.
That one is widely considered you could do both either, right?
Well, Klefki should evolve to Arceus because it's a key. I don't like the key. I like the C.
I thought you were cool with Klefki.
No, me and Klefki, we hang. We hang out. We hang out. I need it for all my passwords on Google. It's the key that I use to unlock all the passwords on Google. It's a little digital guy right there, a little PNG sprite hanging out.
You got to catch him running around your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no password on my phone. I just have to tap where he is on my phone. It's a different spawn every time. I would actually
have to defeat him.
I would actually hate that. That would sound fun for a day, and then I'd be like, I just want to open my phone.
Yeah,
I like biometrics, man.
One time, maybe.
Take my thumb.
All about it. Okay, that's fair.
You can use other body parts for biometrics. I don't know if you know.
You just opened a whole new door for me.
You can use your elbow.
I did it to my friend's phone
once.
You just
that's not where I thought you were going with
a lot of doors for me.
Well, I couldn't go there, but I did that too.
I did that too. It worked.
I did try it.
It was for science.
So now Apple has all your information. Apple has your dimensions.
Do we have an after dark version? Do we have an after dark version? Because there's so many more things I could get into that I'm not allowed to say.
We could do an after dark version live. I think it'd be hard to do an after dark. Well, we'd have to make a whole channel.
So here's what I want to have happen, right? Following the podcast episode, and once again, dude, thank you for coming on because this has been brilliant.
Thanks for coming on.
Dude, I wanted to be on the show forever. I wanted to be on the show. I begged you back in the summer. I was like, yo, Poke Scout, when are you bringing people on? I want to be on. I love your show.
Dude, I'm telling you, this was brilliant. But what I want to have happen now is I want to go live with you. And I want people to be able to ask you questions as we go through and have a little, after dark episode, so on and so forth, right? And bring on, what I would ask is one of the other content creators, right? Whoever you want it to be, right? Like Steven. We love Steven and his editing skills. I would love to see a dynamic between you and another creator, right, on a live stream, and for us to continue these conversations, because this is brilliant. I'm all about this.
Okay, yeah, you want to do it like we're doing it right now after this podcast?
Oh, dude, I'm so in. Do you want to go live, Genelac?
Can you stay up?
Yeah, that's what I'm more. That's what I'm fine. I'll do it for the bit. I love the idea, but
it's 4 p.m. for me. Sure, rip it.
Let's do it. Let's do it, dog. I'll take a nap.
Really?
I'm in. Dude. I'm on one right now. I mean, this is seriously super entertaining, and I think the people will absolutely love this. So
yeah, man. I guess I could make a live and then just invite you, or you guys make a live and invite me, whatever works.
I say, well, number one, let's do this. Let's close out the episode.
Oh yeah, we got to
because I think that has been tremendous. And ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy us having Hiker Aaron on the podcast, let us know down below, because this has just been probably one of the most fun episodes that we have ever recorded. And dude, thank you so very much for coming on. If you have any last words for the community before we go live, let them know, man. Let them have it.
Don't let the scalpers ruin your hobby and your love for Pokemon.
Fucking beautiful.
Keep going. Keep playing. Keep connecting with the people. The people in the hobby is the hobby. We love Pokemon, and that's great. But at the end of the day, it's the people that we're doing it with. And remember that. Remember that scalpers are temporary, but friendships, hopefully, are forever. Is that cheesy enough? Is that good enough? Is that something Pokemon would approve of?
Beautifully cheesy. I'm here for it. And Aaron, I want you to join us on closing this out. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my name is Pokey Scout.
I'm Genelite Gaming.
I'm Hiker Aaron.
And this
has been
Critical Hits. You guys have a very, very lovely evening. Take care.